always focused on Netanyahu and all this, that and the other, right? But there is an entire cabinet behind them, and there is literally people who are standing there saying, we want a G-side. We are openly stating that that is what we want, right? And you are standing there and you in your head can somehow find a way to associate yourself with, and to stand by that. October the 7th was what we like to call people having enough, right? When you end up being put under persecution over and over again, and this, I will say this till I am blue in the face, right? If you were a kid going to school, right, and every single day you went to school, you were being slapped around and you were being treated like an absolute moron, and then the biggest, nastiest person came to you, you wouldn't care what they did. You wouldn't care what they stood for, because they came and they offered to take that oppression away from you. They came and offered to help and to support you. And when you have been left in the fucking dust by every country for nearly 100 years, you will accept the help of anybody that comes, right? So when we talk about October the 7th, we'll talk about how many times before, we'll talk about how many hospitals, we'll talk about how many children, we'll talk about how many innocent wives, right? How many hostages are being held, right? A ceasefire was offered and Israel had no intentions of doing it, right? None, because they made the point of saying we want back all of the carcasses of all of the hostages, knowing full well that that was impossible, as most of these people had been respectfully buried, right? And then they said, okay, we'll give you the ceasefire, but we want all the people back from October the 7th. Well, what about all the people prior to October the 7th? What about the kids in the cells crying, right? Crying, praying, sitting there, children in cells, no fucking, oh my God. Oh.
So can I add something, if you don't mind? Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think we're forgetting the bigger picture with Iran and the proxies. And one of the main issues that we haven't really addressed here at the moment is they don't like Israel, they don't like Jews. And they've made it their manifesto. Think about this.
Who doesn't like Jews?
So you got the Iran, you got the Houthis, you got Hamas. So they made it in their political manifesto.
You have to say age group, and it's not right. So I don't think you listened to anything Roadman said. He said if for years and years you're going to unalive people, great people, and everything like that, you're not going to be liked. You're not going to be liked. Like, I don't get it.
Israel is now literally
have you ever heard the terminology? Have you ever heard the terminology pay to slay?
No.
You've not? You should really look into it. It's an H group, Palestine, what do you call it? What's the word I just used there? Terminology, right? Where if you unalive a Jew, you'll be set up for life.
Right, but I also saw a video. I also,
Don't say it's not true.
I also seen a video. I also seen a video where
right now, I'll do it right now.
I also saw a video where there was 11 IDF soldiers who took a little boy behind a fence. Yeah, right. And so if we want to talk about the crimes of these people, let's talk about all of it, right? The first thing, right, do you realize, that when we have gone into this is what makes me laugh, right? America have now gone in and created this entire situation about Iran.
Can I just ask Galahad, the mod, why are you muting people for saying Free Palestine?
Okay. So the Palestinian Authority Martyrs Fund is a financial program operated by the Palestinian Authority, PA. It operates through two main channels: the foundation, the care of the families of martyrs that provides monthly financial support to the families of Palestinians who were unalived, injured or detained in connection with acts of violence against Israel. And the Prisoners Fund that delivers payments to Palestinians currently held in Israel prisons. As of 2018, this stipends amounted to 330 million, or 7% of the PA's annual budget. Critics often call the fund pay to slay and blame the payments for encouraging terrorism. In 2007, the World Bank argued that the fund did not seem justified from a welfare or financial perspective. So the point I'm making, right, is if you commit terrorism against Israel or a J and stuff like that, you will be set up. You or your family will be set up for life.
All you have to do in Israel is go knock on somebody's door and say, "Get the fuck out! This is my land now," and go unalive them.
Well, it is their land.
It's
That's
not
the point
their
I'm making.
land.
It's not that, but this is the point, right? So what I find funny about this whole situation is that you stand there and you talk about this pay to slay and all this. Do you have the same energy for Russia?
Yeah,
May
of course,
I ask?
I'm not an advocate.
one thing?
I am not an advocate for Russia. I don't like Russia.
Right.
Justice,
Well, at the end of the day,
wait. Can I ask one thing just quickly? Sorry to interrupt. Justice, you were very clear on your standpoint, and you were justifying that the view of that it might be a terrorist. How do you say?
Terrorist.
Yeah, exactly. But if you look at it, the Palestinian view.
You need to come back up.
So I was just going to say, if you're
Hold
born,
on, RS, 2 seconds. He just finished his point.
You just need to make sure you TikTok for any language. You can't say about the gun TikTok.
I apologies, sorry. I looked at it and I just Googled it while you were talking, and I see both view of it. The Israelis have their opinion about it, but the Palestinians see it the opposite.
What do you mean they say the opposite?
I read the Swedish transition of it because I'm a Swede, but basically,
Which is fine. It's the same. It's just been translated. That's fine.
Yeah.
But am I what you've read? Am I wrong in what I'm saying?
It's opinion based. Their opinion is one. The others have their own.
It's literally their authority. It's financed by their authority to pay families that commit terrorism.
Yeah, but if you,
it's not opinion. See, if I told you this and it wasn't to be true, that's my opinion. And all they say, but when it's the organisation that are funding this to do this and whatnot, it's not opinion based.
My question goes back to how can you stand here and support a country and a regime, that openly is pushing for G-side and is speaking publicly about it?
No.
All right, so if we go off your statistic, let's bear in mind the fact that in history, we haven't had one declared because of political reasons, right? It's nothing to do with...
Roadman, listen to this, right? Until somebody in the chat is writing this. Until the Native Americans run Israel, the US, Israel shouldn't run Palestinian land, no Israeli territories, which is true. If the Native Americans can't take over America and say it's their land, why are Israel doing that?
Exactly.
Palestinian land. Sean?
I completely agree. I completely agree. If you're going to stand on one point,
Did you let my friend Omar up?
You got to stand on the other.
I'm not exactly wrong.